By the end of this video, you're gonna understand exactly what you're doing wrong as a TikTok Shop affiliate and what you can do instead to make consistently $10,000 profit a month. And this is coming from somebody who's done $450,000 profit all time in 1 year and also $106,000 profit in 1 month. I don't say that to boast. I say that just for credibility purposes so that you can know that this is actually good information for you. So this is why you can't make more than $3,000 a month. These are the things that most people are stuck in. Number one, hopefully this isn't you. You're already part of another TikTok Shop community and you're desperate searching for YouTube for why it's not working, and I'm sorry, but you bought into the retainer hamster wheel. This attracts low quality creators who want quick, easy money. And the KPI that these agencies use to select products is not actually getting good products. It's just any brand willing to throw money at them to allocate to the creators because they know that they make money on the back end. So now you're capped out at a few $1,000s because you're marketing terrible products. You're willing to post one time a day for 30 days and each retainer is like $500 or something. And so you'll get like 3 to 4, retainers and you're capped off at like $3,000 and you're stuck. Your product sucks. Number two, constantly ordering products. This is probably most people who aren't already bought into a community, but constantly ordering products and thinking a few videos is a proper test. So you order products, you post a couple of videos, it doesn't work, so you blame the product and you keep moving on and you're stuck on that hamster wheel. It's not the product itself necessarily, it's the testing strategy and it's also the product research method, which is the issue. We'll get into this. Number three, copying top videos word for word. You're basically a talking puppet. You can't expect that to work because there's thousands of exact videos that are exactly the same. So how do you expect one of those to push through? And then the other thing is, yeah, you're a talking puppet. You're coming across as super inauthentic. TikTok Shop is made for people being authentic. It's real people buying from real people. And so if you're just seeming super authentic, nobody's going to buy from you. Or because that's not working, you think that you have to be a creative genius now because you can't sell. So you're like, I'm going to try to create all these crazy, spectacular hooks in my own head. And because of that, you're still not doing well, or you're getting views, but you're not selling well because you don't know the proper frameworks to sell. You're just trying to entertain ultimately, and that's not going to lead anywhere. I've heard so many people be like, I just got a 3 million view video and I only made $100. Like, what's wrong with the algorithm? It's not the algorithm, it's your content. It sucks. So yes, maybe you get more views, but you can't convert. This is another thing that I just wanted to throw in. So many people, they can't sell and they can't make good content, so they just go and they're attracted to bottom of funnel content if they're not already attracted into this. And that's just like spam behavior. It's not scalable. I don't even want to talk about that. Just don't do it. It's a waste. Also, sole focus on videos is where most people are at, 99.9% of people, because you just want the quick and easy thing. You know that you can go viral at any time, and so it's always like you're always one video away, and so you're just like stuck on this carrot on a stick every single day. You're hoping and praying for one viral video so that you can make a bunch of money all of a sudden, but that's just like not where you want to be. But by chasing what seems easy, you're actually making it impossible through that because you're just not fixing the root problems. The results that you want genuinely are just on the other side of the work that you're unwilling to do. It's that simple. You're so busy doing what's not working that you can't take a step back to see why. And even worse, you hear random people saying just post more content, more volume, as if more volume fixes the root problem. Doing more of what's not working does not fix your problem. It's painfully stupid. Like, pause the video if you want and think about that for 1 second. Doubling down on what's not working is the opposite of what you want to do. Stop listening to thousands of different voices. It's making you double-minded and doubt everything that you're doing, and ultimately you're just a mess. And I've been there and I understand. Just learn from somebody who actually understands what they're doing because they've done it, and just follow that blueprint, see if it works. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work, but you gained a lot of information and you learned a lot. You learned what doesn't work so that now you could really try to apply something different to get it to work. Just listen to one person who's done it. You're willing to just go into this video with just strip everything away. Just lose all the bad habits, lose everything that you've ever learned, and just let me teach you the proper way to where you can make consistently $10,000 a month. And by the way, this is a strategy that lowers the barrier of entry for anybody to do a 6-figure month. I probably shouldn't be saying that because I don't want to make your expectations wild, but it's genuinely true, and I'll explain exactly why. If you're stuck making $50 a day and have no idea why, that is why. It's bad products, bad testing strategy, bad content, overall just a terrible strategy. And instead, my $10,000 a month strategy, and how I also did $106,000 profit, is product research number one. I think it's like Ecclesiastes 10:10 or something, I forget. But sharpen the axe, a dull axe. If you keep whacking at a tree, but it's dull, you're not going to chop anything down, versus the person who takes 10 minutes to sharpen it. Now they're cutting down trees like butter. You know what I'm saying? So Do the product research, find a good product. That's the foundation. You add in live streams. That is the way to find a good product, is built off of live streams. Why? I'll explain it in 1 second. But number 3, add in the viral videos after that. The best way to go viral is to go live. And I'll explain exactly why. But I also just want to be clear, this isn't essential to hit that $10,000 a month. You can easily hit $10,000 a month with just live stream. All the results that you want are on the other side of the work that you're unwilling to do. Stop looking down on lies. If you just put in the work, you'd be making $10,000 a month. It's very simple. I've done $10,000 profit days with just live streams, no videos. So here's exactly how to do it. But first, this is why the strategy is so powerful. You have to understand why before I tell you what to do. This is the most powerful tool on TikTok that nobody uses. It's this right here. And the reason why is when somebody's in your video, if you're also live, they can click on your profile picture when it's blinking red, and they can go into your live from there, where you could basically just point to a button and say bye, 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 bye. This is why the strategy is so powerful, because you have top of funnel content through videos and live streams as bottom of funnel content. And I'll get into how all this works and the mechanisms, but this is how you can create a literal money printer. One product, videos, and live streams. Use live streams as your foundations though, as your foundation. And this is my product research strategy. I'm about to literally show you a product that you can come and use. On CaloData, you find a live stream product making somebody $100 an hour. By the way, it doesn't have to be a $100 an hour. It could be $50 an hour, but they're super inconsistent with their lives. They only go live 30 minutes or an hour, and they're only live a couple times a week. Then you're like, okay, I know I can come in and do well. But anyways, $100 an hour every time they show up, so they're consistent, but there's little competition, so there's room for you to come in, and they are inconsistent with their lives and don't go live long. Hopefully that makes sense. So every time they show up, they do well, but they rarely show up. And even when they do show up, they're not going live long. Plus, there's little competition. That's what I look for. That's how you find these gold mine incredible products to come in on. We have room to come in and take over. So here is an example. Right here, there's this dude doing a storage bin, and every single day he's printing $150 an hour. This is $4,000 revenue on a 15% product. 4280 times 0.15 equals divided by 4. Boom. He's doing $160 an hour here. He's doing $300 an hour here. $250 an hour here. You could do the calculations yourself, but this dude is printing. 383. Let's just do this bottom one. 383 times 0.15 equals $57 and half an hour. So he would do $100 in an hour. This dude is printing, and guess what? Nobody else is going live for this product. I think the main one that he's doing is this one. Yeah, so he actually has both in his showcase. He has all of these in his showcase. So anybody who doesn't want this one, they can go and buy this one as well. So that's why he's doing extremely well. So you can order, these top 3 and just market. This is the main one that I think he has in his live stream most of the time, but it's a product that's doing extremely well for him. So I know there's low competition, not a lot of people going live on it. I could show you right here if we just click on it. You could see nobody else is going live. This is the number 2 person. And so it's definitely a lot of room to come in. So now that you found a product, you're going to go live. And let me just quickly describe what live streams basically are. What if all you had to do was just pin a product and point to a button? That's it. You literally pin it, and it retargets people who have already seen the product, or they've interacted with similar niche content, so kitchen products or home products or decorations, and then they see the storage unit, or they've maybe even added it to their cart. A lot of people have added it to their cart and they just haven't bought it yet, and it's going to target those people. So you can just say, there's an extra sale right here in my live stream, buy it now, and then you earn a commission. Super simple. This is how to sell: urgency, scarcity, and social proof. These are the main pillars. Urgency is a limited amount of time, scarcity is a limited amount of product, and social proof would be something 100 people bought it in this live, guys, so make sure that you get it because it's running out soon. And product features is just talking about what it is. So it produces this much ice if you're doing that, or if you're doing the storage bin, it has this many bins. I don't know. Just go watch the dude for 5 minutes and copy his script. Super simple. And FAQs are the most common questions that you get. You could just incorporate those into your script so that you could really drill it. Instead of being reactive, you could be proactive. Visual aspect, add a billboard. Very, very simple. Make it look aesthetic as well. You shouldn't put the billboard over the interface of this ice maker, for example. And you could just put some product features in here. Or if you want, she has live flash sales, so she doesn't really have to do something in the billboard. If you don't have live flash sales, I would put something, more salesy here, 50% off, or, use this discount. You can get discounts for the product as well once you start making some money. But also once you start making some money, you can ask them for live flash sales so that you can set something like this up where it basically says to the consumer, 3 left, 3.5 minutes left and it's half off. So it's like, whoa, it's on a crazy sale and there's, urgency here and scarcity here. And it makes it so easy for you. TikTok Shop does a huge part of the work for you once you just come in and start making money. So order the storage thing, start making money, reach out to the company. They'll give you live flash sales. You'll make even more money. And you can also get increased commissions. They want you to win because they make money. So they're willing to give you the incentives so that you can keep going live. Even if they lose out on a little bit of margin that they had before, they want you to keep going because they'll end up making way more. So they're happy to make you happy because they want to make money. With the great products, you can easily be at $10,000 a month with just live streams. And just to prove that to you, by the way, we could go back to the calculator. That dude, even if he was doing $100 an hour, I think on average he was doing like minimum $150 an hour profit. Even if it was 100, all that you would have to do, let's see, $10,000 a month divided by 30 days. This is how much you have to make a day. And so this divided by, if he was going $100 an hour, he'd have to go live 3.3 hours. That's it. Super easy. Find a good product, come in, start going live, make a bunch of money. Really, really simple. Or if you're not quite there, if you didn't find like the best product ever, but you're still like making $50 an hour with live streams, and you could go 6 hours a day at $50 an hour, but if you don't want to go that long live, you could just add videos to that, and hopefully that will help. So it'll either help you scale well beyond or help you get there. And by the way, the negotiations will really help you with that as well. But here's a little bit about videos. Hook, body, CTA. That's a framework. Hook is the first couple seconds. You want it to be intriguing or scroll stopping. You could just go to Calodata, honestly, and go to the video and ad section and just look at the top winning videos, and you could study why these videos are winning, and it's because the first 3 seconds are super, super good. So you're drawing people in, it's visually appealing, they say something controversial, they, attach a pain point to a result. Little things like that, those are good ways to get people in. It's all about what you say and sort of the visual element behind it, creating intrigue and giving them an incentive to watch through the rest of the video to maybe get some payoff if you create a little bit of controversy in the beginning. The body is the rest of the video where you're basically just selling the product, converting people. You're talking about the pain points that you were dealing with, and then how you tested a bunch of different stuff and nothing was fixing it, and you were feeling really upset about it because you're selling with emotion, not logic. You could use logic, but the underlying mechanism that's driving people to purchase is emotion behind that logic. And then how eventually you tried this thing and it fixed all your problems, and it also did this extra stuff for you, and then you present it, oh, by the way, it's this right here, it's this supplement, or it's this cream that fixed my skin, or whatever, blah blah blah. And then at the end of the video, just put a CTA. So and get it right now because it's cheaper on TikTok Shop than anywhere else, or something like that. Or get it right now, it's selling out fast, if it's selling out fast. Stuff like that. Very, very, very simple. Once again, use Calodata, use Daily Virals. That's another, software as well. I can maybe put those in my description or something if you want to use it. I can get the first month for Daily Virals free. If you want the first month on Daily Virals free, that's like a crazy software. You just see all the top winning videos. But anyways, recreate top performing videos with your own spin, 80-20 rule. Copy the structure, not the personality. If you see something working, just copy that and apply it to your product, or just take, the winning elements. Basically, like I said, apply what's working to what's already working for you. So what's working for other people to what's working for you. Don't just copy everything that they're doing, copying their personality. Once again, you don't want to be a talking puppet. You already have a high converting product and you already know what sells. So just figure out how you can take what's working from other people, provide a synchronous transition onto your stuff that you already know what's going to make them buy because you've been going live already. The best way to go viral is to go live. And I'll show you that in a second. But once you go viral, just milk it. And here's some example. This is my account for the litter box that I was doing. At the time, there was a dangerous litter box in the market. Everybody in my live streams were freaking out because they're like, this is a dangerous litter box, blah, blah. So I did more research to understand it, to learn about it. I had a safe litter box. And this is the video that I created, which, by the way, I might as well show you just so that you can get a good idea of, using what's working for other people and applying that to your stuff. I saw these videos by Kyle's Health. Just take a look.
They're trying to cancel him right now for exposing dentists. Watch this next clip very carefully because you probably won't hear this anywhere else. They're trying to cancel Good Morning America because they just exposed a $300 billion industry. Watch this next clip very carefully because you probably won't see it anywhere else.
So I saw those. I was like, this is a framework that's working, so I'm going to apply the same thing while hitting, listen for your safety, by the way, red text. I was like, wow, this is pretty congruent with targeting that controversy or the pain point of dangerous litter box. So then this is what I did. They're trying to cancel this guy for exposing a $700 million industry. Listen closely to what he has to say because you might not find this anywhere else. Honestly, I love TikTok Shop. It's so cool. You just literally take what's working from other people and you apply it to your stuff. It becomes an art and a science, and you could just do it consistently and make tens of thousands of dollars consistently. I love it. It's so much fun. But anyways, I took the same thing, applied it to that. That was a hook that worked. 3 million views, made tens of thousands of dollars. So what do I do next? Well, I had this one, which is more or less the same thing, and that also did a little bit. But I decided to just target that same pain point, but package it in a slightly different way. So this is what I did. Do not get a self-cleaning litter box unless you know that it is safe. Hear my concerned tone. I'm like, don't get an automatic litter box. It's us versus them. I'm on their team and I'm like, don't get these things. They're crazy. But what am I gonna do? I'm gonna talk about, guess what? There you go. I said this random guy, da-da-da. And so a bunch of comments are like, he's not random, he's penguins, like blah, blah, blah. So easy controversy, by the way, when you get people to comment, it's increasing the watch time, so it'll push out to more people. The people who are in the comments, by the way, are not buying, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. But anyways, talk about this dangerous litter box, hit the same points that I was talking about, giving more credibility for this box, why it's safe, and why they should buy it instead. Very, very simple. Selling the living crap out of it. And then this is another video that I made. Do not buy a litter robot. It is a giant scam. So, by the way, for the record, I've never had a cat in my life. I came on this product because I saw somebody else was doing like $100 an hour, but they weren't going live often. Every time they showed up, they were making a bunch of money, and they were only going live for like a couple hours. So I knew it would be unreasonable to think that if I ordered this product, I wouldn't do well. I ordered the product. I started going live for a really long time. I crushed, took over, negotiated like crazy, made 6 figures in a month. I knew nothing about cats, litter robots, but I learned that Litter Robot is the biggest competitor, and I learned all about the Litter Robot through just talking to people through my live streams. The best way to go viral is to go live, I'm telling you. But yeah, take a look at this. Yeah, I spent like 8. Oh, I already showed it. Yeah, don't buy a litter robot. It's a giant scam. Instead, buy my thing. And then this is the last one that I'll show you. This one is actually my favorite. I left my cats at home for an entire week, and I don't feel bad about it. So real quick, I left my cats at home for an entire week and I don't feel bad about it. I made that like 3 months later or something, or 5-6 months later. This is another one that did super well. But yeah, let me talk about this. I left my cat. So super controversial. People thought I was a piece of crap. Cats need attention. This is terrible. You're a terrible person, blah, blah, blah. But I'm still sold, so I'll buy it anyways. Like, that's what people are thinking. I hate you, but I'm sold. And they buy it. The people who are buying it are not in the comments. So don't worry about comments. It's just, somebody who sees this, now they're going to go and comment and reply to it, and they're just spending more time in the video, and it's pushing out to the type of people who are likely to buy your product. That's a little bit of, extra help. But anyways, super easy to go viral. By going live, you understand the product, you understand the consumer, you already have a high converting product. And by the way, for the record, the last, 70% of all of these videos are exactly the same. I'm saying it's an automatic litter box. It helps, this and that, and there's no more smells in your room. Very, very, very simple stuff. So yeah, it's easy to go viral once you go live, and it's super easy to milk it. You just take what's working and you change it up in slight different ways, and you package it a little bit differently. You could take inspiration from what's working from other people using the softwares where you could see what's always working at all time. Once you do that, you're easily at $10,000 a month, and you can scale well beyond that. Speaking of which, this is how to do it. Negotiate with the company rather than just the retainer hamster wheel. You can scale vertically instead of just terrible products, marketing them so that you can get a couple $100. Just strong foundation, product research, live streams, adding in videos, doing a bunch, and then scaling from there. Add the live flash sales. That'll help you make so much more money with the live streams. Increase commissions. You could double or triple your income like that. Boom, your hourly rate. I don't think you could do that with your job. That'd be pretty crazy. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video in the first place. But yeah, you could all of a sudden just double or triple your income. Crazy. Bonuses. You could get a retainer for a company just by being like, hey, you know how I'm driving like all the revenue of your company? Can you pay me like $1,000 or $2,000 to, make sure that I go live 4 hours a day or 2 hours a day or whatever? It's just a way to get paid doing it's a way to get paid for doing the thing that you're already doing and we're planning on doing, but you use leverage of I'm potentially going to leave because I have this other opportunity, and they will pay you just to stay. And then bonuses would be after that, where you're like, I know you've already exhausted margin, and so, if I sell 10 of these, can you give me like an extra $20 or something? You know what I mean? There's so much negotiation to do. So many people, they're making $100 an hour on a product, and they tell me, they're like, I need to switch. I want to make $500 an hour. I'm like, don't switch. You haven't negotiated enough. You've only been live in the product for several weeks. Like, keep going, keep negotiating, keep taking over, blah, blah, blah. They don't listen to me. They try a different product, and they don't make as much money. They try to go back to the product that they were doing well on, but when you leave, it creates a vacuum where anybody else can come in and absorb that viewership that was lost. because that's how lives work. I'm not sure if I really explained this, but lives is just a distribution of viewership across a product that they allocate to the people who are making them the most money, because TikTok makes 7% off of every single sale. So if you leave, there goes TikTok's money that they were making, and the algorithm is just going to reward the people who come in and start making the most money, and it's going to be really hard for you to come back in. It happens sometimes. There's some exceptions to the rule. There's a lot of top live streamers like Holly, Dude Deals, whatever, who have like strong communities, and their account is so warm that they could really go live on any product, and it doesn't matter. They'll have a lot of viewers because of their community and just because their account is so warm. But anyways, these are the essentials for success. You have to take action on this, by the way, or else this will be completely void and mean nothing to you. Once again, hopefully you are watching this video and now you're understanding why this is a crazy strategy and why it lowers the barrier of entry for anybody to do a six-figure month. Because if you're making $10,000 a month without negotiations, just from an hourly rate of live streams from only a couple hours, you can either go live longer and scale that way, or you can negotiate and scale that way, or you can add in viral videos where you're making tens of thousands of dollars from the videos themselves, and now you're capturing all that extra viewership for your live streams, where once again you could point them to a button and convert them there because they weren't fully sold in the video, and now they're just going to buy because they're right there with you, and you give them the urgency, the scarcity, social proof, whatever, blah blah blah, and you can walk them through that purchase. Hopefully you understand why this is a nut strategy and how 99% of people aren't doing it, and that's why they are absolutely stuck. Because once you find a good product, you're genuinely good for months and months and months and months, because you create a blue ocean for yourself. Essentials for success. Pretty simple. Once again, you have to be consistent. You can't put in terrible inputs and expect good results. Urgency. I can't teach you to have good work ethic. You just have to have good work ethic. I can't teach you to be passionate. You just have to be passionate. You have to have, the recipe for success, in my opinion, is the delta between the understanding of how crazy ridiculous the opportunity is with TikTok Shop and just how much it can change your life forever, so that you could do whatever that you want with your time for the rest of your life and spend more time doing the things that you love and spending time with the people that you love. The delta between that and how dissatisfied you are with your life right now. A lot of people, they're like, I understand it's a big opportunity, but I'm happy enough. I'm happy smoking weed and drinking alcohol and going to the club and going to the bars and wasting my time and watching Netflix and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm happy enough. Like, I'll just, indulge myself to death rather than just changing my actions so that my life drastically changes. If you feel like your life sucks, your life might suck because your life sucks. Just going to be real, just going to be honest. Also, put your faith in Christ and that'll change everything. It doesn't matter what you have at that point. So that's another thing I want to say. But humility. You're not gonna be incredible right away. You have to get feedback. That's the only way to learn. Okay? It's the only way to learn. The person who just started before they were ready is gonna learn so much more and be light years ahead of the person who thought they had to learn everything about the thing before starting. You're not gonna be great. Get the feedback. Keep going. That's what you have to do. Great inputs every single day over time equals success. If you have good work ethic and you're passionate, you eliminate the distractions, and you show up every single day as hard as you can without burning out, you're good to go. You will succeed. It's only a matter of time. Genuinely that simple. It might take a bit, but you're going to get there. The only way to fail is to quit. It's that simple. Also, this is huge. Have a bigger reason than yourself. Yes, quit the 9 to 5, achieve time and location freedom. That's all great, right? That's the other side of the delta. Like, it's all great. But build a family. Be a blessing to other people. Honor God. Follow God. Inspire other people. Help them. If you're only doing it for yourself, you will get complacent and rely on feelings and not discipline. You'll wake up in the morning and say, I'm making enough money. I made $10,000. Why am I not, effing off and going to Italy and eating some grapes, cheese, and sipping on wine? You know what I mean? Or you might just wake up one morning and just be like, I'm tired. I'm not going to work today. If you're just thinking about yourself and your needs are met, you're always going to be complacent. You have to build for the sake of other people. That's what's going to get you to the six-figure months. I also want to note this, because you probably didn't think about this or consider this, but this is something I see all the time with TikTok Shop. The reason why you can come in on a product confidently and make a bunch of money is just capitalizing on other people's laziness, because they're making a lot of money, but they're not going live often or for long. Why is that? Because they're just thinking about themselves. They're just making enough money to where they can go do what they want with the rest of their day. They're thinking about work-life balance every single day, and they've achieved peak work-life balance daily. I'm thinking work-life balance in terms of seasons and life. A couple years of sacrifice to do whatever I want, right? And I encourage you to think the same way. A lot of people are making hundreds of dollars an hour and they're not going live long because they're lazy, they're complacent, because they're only thinking about themselves. I sat inside and talked about a litter box for 7 months all day. I didn't see the sun How many people who are in my position would have made maybe $20,000? That month that I made $106,000, how many people would have made maybe $20,000? I was going live like 8 hours a day. We'll get into that. Anyways, essentials for success, those are super important. Actionables. Get a TikTok shop account. Don't grow it yourself. Buy it. Stinginess leads to poverty. It's that simple. You have to invest in order to make money. That simple. Get an account. It's $300. It turned into $450,000 profit for me. I don't know what else to tell you. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna, grow it myself, who knows what's gonna happen? Start before you're ready. It's homework today. I didn't have time. It's, I had to do whatever laundry for my mom tomorrow. It's, my best friend just, betrayed me. There's chaos in our lives. There's always going to be chaos. Start before you're ready. Just buy it and start. You want to start now. Find good products and order them. Get multiple products that have a lot of potential, because in case you do a full test on a product and it's not good, you want to make sure that you have a backup there. Otherwise, you're going to spend, several days finding a new product and then waiting, a bunch of time getting another product, and it's just unnecessary time that you're wasting. Have a backup. Step 3, test it. Do a full test. Live streams and videos from the rip. Live streams as the foundation, but add a video in daily at the bare minimum, because then you can build that skill set. You can post right before you go live. You'll get extra viewership into your live stream as well, so you can convert them there. I'm really trying to keep this quick. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you as much value as I can. So God bless you if you're watching the entire video. Hopefully you actually take action on this. But optimal is 4 hours live daily. 4-hour live is better than 2-2-hour lives. That vastly helped my viewership, and 3 to 5 videos daily. Minimum, if you only have 2 hours a day, go live 2 hours a day and post right before you go live. Once again, for the same product. But me, once again, talking about the 6-figure month, who else would be live, 8 hours a day inside all day, not doing anything else, eating chomps and skipping meals, and posting 5 videos a day, batching them in the morning to post in the morning and at night, and doing that all day long for 30 days in a row to try to make as much money as possible, let alone doing that for like 7 months, more or less, okay? So work ethic, passion, think bigger than yourself. That's all you need to do. Once you hit, milk, follow the favor. If you're doing well with live streams, guess what? Go live longer. Very simple. Oh, I'm making a bunch of money. How do I double my money? Double your hours, bro. Double your hours. Common sense. Videos. If you go viral, you must go live. You have to capture that extra viewership. So many people are going viral and they're not going live because they're like, oh, work, I can't do work, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you just went live, like, you get a 50% growth in your commission. Like, you would make thousands of dollars so easily. Like, I know, like, it boggles my mind. Some people have like 30 million view videos, and it's like, dude, if you just went live and pointed to a shopping cart, you would be making tens of thousands of dollars extra. It blows my mind that people are just either lazy or they don't know. Whatever it is, don't be lazy. And now that you know, take action, please. Please. And it's super easy to milk viral content by just taking the same angles, So post more viral videos so that you can get more and more viewership and make thousands of dollars from the videos themselves. I said videos. When I said videos before, it was kind of weird. But yeah, 95%, keep things the same, keep the same hook, change the body, or slightly alter the hook and keep the body the same, because you already have a high converting script. Use discernment, do whatever you want, it's your product. You have to take action on all of this stuff that I'm about to tell you in order to have success. Because if you don't, I know people are like, mindset is genuinely the most important thing. It's crazy. It's genuinely the most important thing. Because you could learn all this, and if you don't take action, if you don't have the right mindset, it was useless and a waste of your time and a waste of mine. Please go take action on what I taught you. Start now or you never will. The circumstances will never be perfect. Like I said before, today it's this, tomorrow it's this, next week it's that. There's always chaos. Start now. Be consistent, and the person who just started before they were ready is well ahead, like I said before too. Eventually you will hit. TikTok Shop is a process, so even though people are out here making 6-figure months, making $10,000 a month, it's a process, okay? It takes patience and problem solving, and most people quit the second that they face adversity. It took me 3 months to find the cat litter box, and then I made $350,000 from that product alone. But I was live for a majority of the day for months, testing dozens of products to get there. It was dark, bro. I was testing a women's probiotic, collagen, vitamin D, Mary Ruth's, beetroot powder. Like, I tested 15 products within a month probably, because I was live all day. But I would recommend, if you want the best results as soon as possible, because there's no reason to wait, this is what I would recommend doing. The fast way to get to where you want to go is by cheating time and buying the information somebody has learned over a long period of time, just doing the thing that you want to do. That's exactly why Luke, his dad, Luke is my business partner, he did all this with me. His dad did $10,000 in his first month. Why? Because we said, take this product, go run. We're going to tell you exactly what to do. Click a button, say these things, a couple hours a day, and he made $10,000 his first month almost, because we just told him exactly what to do. So you could skip time just by learning from people who are further than you. And here's another example, by the way. Me. I spent $3,000 for a consultant to give me directional advice when I was already making hundreds of dollars an hour. Because I was like, hey, man, I'm making a lot of money. Like, what do I do now? By the way, because he was further than me. He had done a six-figure month, and the highest month that I had up until then, I think, was $70,000. And I was like, I need to hit a six-figure month. And he said, go live longer. And I was like, So sometimes you just need that accountability and simple advice, no matter what level you're at. There are rooms that cost millions of dollars to enter. There's people making more money, and the access to that information costs money. And so the information that you want is on the other side of a paywall. It's that simple. If you always want the free whatever stuff, you're not going to be getting the best information, because the people who have the best information, they cherish their time, and they're spending their time helping people who will pay them. Because I've helped dozens of people for free, and guess what? They never took action, and it was a waste of my time, and I'm not doing it again. And it's a waste of their time as well. Most people quit the second they face adversity, and even people who are having some success never grow because they're not surrounded by people who are winning. All of them struggle with doubt, and they don't learn from people who are way ahead of them. So if you want to expedite your results with TikTok Shop, I have personal mentorship with 10 more slots. I teach you product research, and I literally hand select products for you. Like, I teach you how to do it, and then I personally approve them for you to make sure that you have the highest chances of success right away. Open DMs, one-on-one calls. I get my full strategy that made me $450,000. I'm with you every step of the way. You don't have to wonder what to do at any time. I'm just there for you every step. You can just ask me. By the way, and this is no hate whatsoever. I know people who own these other communities. They're great people. They do a great job. But once again, it's the brand deal stuff. Like, their goal is to help anybody make thousands of dollars because they just want quick and easy money. That's not what's going to get you to $10,000 months. And so I have so many people who are in these other communities who ask me for help. So if you're one of them, I will help you to scale. We'll get you a good product that's high converting. You've already had experience of how to create viral content. Maybe you could just apply that to a high converting product, starting with live streams as well, and you'll be crushing it. Plus, I help you to negotiate with these companies and get you increased commissions from the jump. Like I said, there's only 10 slots left. I'm working with young, ambitious people who understand how crazy the opportunity is with TikTok Shop and genuinely want to change their lives forever. Because once again, you can't teach work ethic and you can't teach passion. So if you have work ethic and passion, I would love to work with you. People who are willing to take accountability, work hard, and put in the hours. I want to work with beasts who are sick of the unfulfilling life, who feel called higher, and who want to build. If you want to make a bunch of money together, apply, book a call, and hopefully we'll chat and make you tens of thousands of dollars every single month for the rest of your life, so you don't have to work that crappy 9 to 5. You can do whatever you want. God bless.